realize that the diaper just needs to be changed and the baby can't do that himself. So he changes the diaper and the baby stops crying. Amazing day. Or should I say welcome back to the podcast? Because I think we're starting it, calling this a podcast, right? Is that what we're doing? What did I want to talk to you guys? Oh shit, I meant to take this exit actually. I need to turn this way. So, I actually didn't have anything planned. Please let me in. Fucking what a cocksucker, eh? Buddy, you didn't let me in, eh? This guy. Alright, so I started writing on LinkedIn. And I wanted to start writing on LinkedIn because I wanted to see if it was something I liked doing before I launched a full-out newsletter. And writing on LinkedIn allows me to send it out to more majority of people and get people to read my writing, and if they're interested, follow along, connect. And it's just another way of putting yourself out there and networking that I really liked, and just more practice for writing because I love writing and I need to write more, and this is another great platform to practice my writing on. And I was writing about a post that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I want to talk to you guys today about how perspective is everything. Perspective on life, perspective helps you move through life more calmly, helps you just move with a better perspective to life, if I have to say it clearly. And where do I want to start? I want to start by saying, think about your life and reflect on all of the things that happen in your life, the conversations with people that you have, the thoughts of other people you have, the judgments that constantly go through your mind. Judgment, it's honestly part of human nature, but how we judge leads to what kind of minds we develop. And we can either judge critically, we can judge offensively, or we can judge with perspective in mind. And what do I mean by judging with perspective in mind? Well, first of all, you never really know what is going on in somebody's head, right? We can all agree on that. I can't read what you guys think about me, and you guys can't read what I think about you, if that's fair to say. And also the people that you interact with, the people that you see, like whenever you're at the gym, for example, you don't know what somebody's actually thinking about you. And if you have an idea, 95% of the time, it's either wrong or they're actually not even thinking about you. Most of our lives, we go on thinking, oh, we're the center of attention and everything's related to us because that's the only way we really know how to process things. Like, you make a post and then everybody thinks you're making that post about them, but really you're making it just for a wide range of people. It's just people are so self and ego driven centered that they have to think, oh, this is about me, this is about me, this is about me, right? So back to the gym perspective. People are constantly thinking, oh, what is this person thinking about me? And which is why a lot of us in the beginning especially don't have confidence going to the gym, because they're gonna be thinking, oh, people are gonna be judging me. Oh, people are gonna be thinking I'm weird because I don't know how to do things. I promise you, nobody respectfully gives a shit. They're happy for you, especially if you're a newcomer, trying to better yourself, trying to better your life. and, you know, work on yourself, self-improve. Yeah, they're definitely happy for you, like, good job, you know, put in the hustle. But at the end of the day, nobody really cares how you're doing your workout. That's why it's such a great place and such an open place to go up to people. Hey, do you think you can critique my form? Hey, am I doing right? Hey, is this a good exercise for this day? But anyway, right now I'm rambling. Get back to the point. Back to perspective. What matters, especially with perspective, is training your mind and flipping the switch from operating on a have to get to basis. 95% of the things you don't actually have to do. You don't have to work. You want to work because you want to buy things, because you want to do this, you want to do that. But at the end of the day, you get to do these things. You have to make that switch in your mind to be able to live a more peaceful and happy life. Because when you think that you get to do things, your mind feels more privileged and it has a sense of relief that the things you're doing are out of privilege. You get to drive to work. First of all, you get to drive. Second of all, you get to work. You get to serve others. You get to build houses. You get to do plumbing. You get to advertise for people at an advertising agency. Whatever your job may be, you get to do those things. So right away, once you make that switch in your mind, then everything slowly develops into a way of thinking of appreciation. The perspective to switch into I get to do this makes you have a more grateful and appreciation towards life and towards the things you do. Okay, let me paint you guys a perspective and let me give you a scenario. Okay, so I wake up in the morning. Think about it. These are two similar, exact same people living the exact same life. It's just one has a different perspective towards life. So person one wakes up. Right away, their baby starts crying, their alarm clock goes off. 5 a.m., baby starts crying. Fuck, man, I gotta take care of this baby now. I gotta change its diapers. I have to make it stop crying. I have to feed it. I have to deal with it. I have to put it to sleep. Just constantly complaining right when they wake up. Then they wake up, they go down to the kitchen. Oh, nothing's made. Oh, why does my coffee taste like shit? Oh, this, oh, that. They're already in a cycle of complaining. Then they get into their car. Oh man, why is there traffic? What's wrong with people? And you're just spiraling and compounding more negative energy onto your body on your way to work, right? Then you get to work. The new intern gets there, and instead of introducing him around, helping him around, you're already pissed at him. You don't even know why. You don't even know his name. So you already have this pissed mindset towards him. And then he makes a mistake and spills coffee on you. Now you're furious. You're just blown up. F you, F this. Who are you anyway? Go to the boss. I want you fired. Like, just complete.
Are you leaving or no?
In like 10 minutes.
No problem.
Bye. Yeah, quick pause on that. But anyway. Yeah, so you get mad at the intern, whatever. right? Then you're on your lunch break. You got an hour of lunch. You're complaining that you have no time, but during lunch, you're scrolling on TikTok because you just want to blow by time. That you're also taking a shit for 45 minutes, God knows why. And then you're also just eating. Well, like, eating's obvious, but there's nothing wrong with eating. But scrolling on your phone for 45 minutes and then taking a shit for whatever. Okay, pass the time. You waste your time scrolling during your lunch break. You waste your time in the washroom just trying to bypass time. And then when your wife asks you when you get home, when are you going to start picking up a new hobby of going to the gym? Oh, well, I actually don't have any time. When you just spent 40 minutes of your time scrolling during your lunch break, when I'm sure your office has a gym that you can use. Anyway, that's besides the point. Now we get to the drive back home. You're stuck in traffic again. You see the pattern? You're pissed. Fuck all this traffic, man. Then you get into an accident with somebody who rushed and blew the stop sign. Oh man, come on, screw you, F this, what's wrong with you? My car's destroyed, when really you just have a scratch on your bumper. Then you get into a whole argument with this person. You don't even know why he was speeding to blow the stop sign in the first place. And then now, you're late for work, or late to go back home, sorry. But in reality, what were you going to do when you got home? You get home, you crack a beer open, your wife asks you to help you around the house, but you're just sipping on that beer, watching a pointless TV show. Not even a documentary. I understand if you're maybe educating yourself about a skill or something, but you're just watching garbage. And then you go to sleep, don't even acknowledge your wife or child because you don't want to deal with them because you're tired. And then it all just happens all over, maybe without the accident and maybe without the intern. Now, we go to person number two. Person number two, 5 o'clock, wake up. Alarm goes off. Baby goes off. First thing they think to their mind, wow, thank God I have a child. Boom. They go pick up the child, rock him a little, try to cure his cryingness, realize that the diaper just needs to be changed and the baby can't do that himself. So he changes the diaper and the baby stops crying. Puts the baby back to sleep. Wakes up the wife. Hey honey, do you think we can have coffee together before I go to work? Wife is thrilled to spend time with the husband. They have a quick coffee, have a little chat about their day. Wife kisses the husband goodbye. Have a safe drive. Husband smiles back at her, saying, thank you, I love you. Right? The guy's in the car now, he's driving to work. He's thinking to himself, oh, what a beautiful day as the sun rises, looking at all the traffic around him. Wow, look at all these wonderful people I'm surrounded by. Wow, I get to have a car to drive to work instead of having to walk to work or instead of having to bike to work, you know? Then he gets to work, same scenario. The intern's there. He grabs him by the hand. Hey man, let me show you around. You're new here, right? With a big smile on his face. Grabs the intern, starts showing him around. Gets back to work. The intern does his thing. Comes by. Spills coffee on person two's brand new shirt. And instead of getting pissed, he says, hey man, it's okay. It's just a shirt. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Right? Intern feels feels like shit anyway because he's brand new. He didn't want to upset anybody. So he has a big relief off his chest. Then he gets home, same accident. Conveniently. The guy who was rushing home blew a red light, asks him, "Hey man, are you okay?" Goes to check up on him. The guy's unconscious in his car. Helps him, pulls him off to the side. Everything gets realized, relieved or recognized, whatever. You get the point. Then the insurance cuts him a check anyway for his damaged car. And then later, he goes to realize and find out that the guy was rushing, blowing through the stop sign just because he found out that his son fell off the kitchen counter and cracked his head open. Thank God I didn't scream at him. Thank God I didn't cause him more misery, because he almost just lost his son while my car's front bumper got a minor scratch and a bump. Anyway, he goes home, asks if he can help with the wife with anything. Wife says, "No, go enjoy yourself. Relax, you probably worked all day." The guy says, "No, I got so much energy. I can help her, I could do anything." No, take it easy. Go to the gym or something now." The guy says, "Are you sure? Okay, thank you." Goes, hits a crazy workout, comes back. The wife's exhausted. He's just got filled with energy from the gym, takes care of the child, changes his diaper, feeds him from the bottle or whatever, puts the baby to sleep. Spends some time with the wife right before going to bed. Look and think how two exactly the same lives have just been switched, and how one seems so much more happier while the other person's life is so miserable just because on the perspective that they have towards their own life, their own circumstances. You can be going through hell, and as long as you have a good perspective on it, you will coast through it. There's a saying in the Bible that says, "Be calm in the storm." Something like that. I don't know if I'm quoting it right. But anyway, be calm in the storm. Even though there's a storm going around you, and there always will be, something will always be going around in your life, something can always be better. But as long as you are calm, as long as you are still, as long as you have the perspective, and I'm not telling you to be completely optimistic, because you have to be a realist in life sometimes, but basically having the perspective of seeing the positive in the negatives will help you live an immensely happy life. And those are the difference between successful, happy people versus miserable, unhappy people. And money is not the correlation. These two people that I gave you both scenario, both had minimum wage jobs, working at McDonald's or something. Doesn't matter. Or they were managers at McDonald's. Doesn't matter. It's not about the money. It's not about the materialistic possessions. It's about the perspective you have towards things. Anyway, I hope this second episode of the CSL podcast inspired you guys to maybe have a little bit of a mindset shift. Maybe, take a different perspective on your own life, and encouraged you guys to try compounding a little bit, just 1% of having a better life by switching the perspective of it. If you liked the video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share with somebody else that you might think will like. And as always, create more than you consume, serve others, I love everybody. Peace.